Hi everybody, it's Misty with a unique treasure. I'm here today to show you this beautiful journal that is so big I couldn't put a closure on it properly. So I decided just to let y'all see it expanded and the way it actually naturally sits. I was going to do something like this, but I said, nah. But anyways, I hope that you all are having a blessed day, fantastic day. I sure am. I am just so grateful for the beautiful weather here in Florida that we're having, and the sun is out today. It was overcast and chilly yesterday. So I'm so happy about, this is why I live in Florida, for the sun. So I'm going to have a couple design team shares today. The journal's the big one. Then I'm going to share with you a couple of her other digitals that I've done some things with. And I will list every kit that I used because I've used, probably about 3 kits in here. So without further ado, it is a single journal with no spine. I should have probably put a spine on here. It would have absolutely helped. But it's so beautiful. I don't know if y'all can get the look from there, but it's just gorgeous from the side. And I actually had to lighten up towards the back, you'll see. But this is the digital that is the Back in Time Vintage Kit. And I have another journal. I started two at the same time, but I probably should have kept doing two at the same time, but I just got so focused on trying to get this one done that I am going to finish that one next. And I have two other projects of hers going on. So I did want to make a stack, and this is the stack. This is what it would have been if I could have closed the journal. So it comes with an extra large tag. This tag measures approximately 4.5 by 7.5. And so it's a pretty big tag and it's very sturdy. It can be written on back here and it has some goodies in here. And then I just layered it with some of matching, tags and things like that. I don't want to pull everything out because it will make the journal so long. I will have detailed pictures on my Etsy. So A Unique Treasure Shop is the my Etsy store, and Odulcina has a digital Etsy store. You can just type in her name, Odulcina, and it will come up. And you will also see that she has a journal shop too for her journals and the things that she makes. And another thing I want to point out, when she does digitals, I'm so thrilled to be part of what she's doing because I'm actually learning how to make ribbon flowers and hand stitch things that I never thought I'd want to do because I always thought it was difficult. Well, the way she teaches, I wouldn't even try to make a video unless I've done it so many times that I can work and speak like she does because she's so good at it. If you notice, I speak a little fast, and every time I try to slow down, it just kind of messes me up. So hang in there with me, guys. Oh, by the way, I always forget to do this because I'm a little nervous when I come onto my videos. Thank you. Thank you for sticking with me through the time I left until now. It does take me extra long to do projects because I am such a picky person when it comes to putting colors in here and stuff. So it takes me a long time to do that. Other people probably can do it way faster than me, and that's why they put out so many more videos. But I just love what I do. So I hope that the people who have stayed, thank you. And the people who are new, I hope that I have inspired you today by using her digitals to go check out her channel. And also, because she does have a channel on YouTube also. And I say also a lot. I got to stop doing that. Um, Anyways, and for the new people, please like and subscribe and make a comment if you choose to. If there's something specific or a certain page that you like, it does help me be seen more with the algorithm of YouTube. So let's go ahead and just open up this beautiful book here. You will notice that these beautiful trims and everything, if that these beautiful trims and everything in here are just popping off the page and they go so well with her two digitals here. And the most of them are from Sheila at Boho Daydreams Facebook group. I just want to go ahead and get this out of the way now. And the other ones, like this, is Esme. This is Esme Crafty Me Shop, and she does have a um, Facebook group also, and you can go there and check her out. So I did not use anybody else's digitals in here. If you do see something that may not be from a digital kit of Odulcina's, it is absolutely like a cut apart that I got out of a pack or something like that. And I will, point them out if I see them as we go along, if I pay attention. I was going to do a voiceover, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and try to relax and do this one and speak through it. So this is her button card, and the two in the middle are closed, but it's okay because it kind of looks like I made it that way. But they are actually supposed to be evenly spread apart. However, I did this button card on a sewing machine with a button foot. So it held the button and it sewed the two holes. So I used to own a sewing machine store and I was so excited to try this again because it's been a long time. So I did that. And then, and her button kit will be listed down below in the description box. And this, just couldn't even do anything else except for what I did. I love her stunning, rich, beautiful colors. She has done such a great job with this kit. And then I'm just going to take things out because I will show you at the end how this book will close without everything in it. And then here is a vintage How to Teach Yourself to Play Piano book. I looked it up. It's probably like 12 to $16 worth, but it's something. It's a vintage thing. And I just love to, put those things in here. And I will continue doing that because my husband has tons of vintage items and antique items that he'll share with me at times because that's what he does for a living. He buys estates and things. So I almost didn't put this here. I almost didn't put anything here because I truly, truly, truly love this image. And you're gonna see it in other spaces. And I apologize. When there's like sparkly things here, my camera doesn't like to it goes in and out a little bit. And on the second page over here, I just love this image and the way it looks and the greens that are in here. And this is a pocket I did a long time ago, actually. And I just layered, well, here's some vintage stamps. And then I just layered one of her digitals behind her. Uh, this is her. Oh, I'll list the kit because she has a couple kits with women and young women in it, and this is one of hers. And isn't it just lovely? It is just so lovely. I have her printed out like 5 times. And then there's the pocket, and in this pocket is another one of her button cards. I did not sew the buttons on because they came. This is part of a kit, not a kit, an estate that my husband purchased, and you would not believe how many real vintage buttons I have. So I decided to share this set. There is not a duplication of this set that I have, and they're just beautiful. And I don't know if y'all can see the ridges in them or not, but it is just stunning. So and you're going to hear that a lot through here because I do love her kit and they just blow my mind. I work with a lot of kits, believe it or not, but hers, the quality is so wonderful that it was easy for me not to have to mix her kits with other digitizers. So nice deep pocket here, flip it over, and there's a pocket there with just some, matching ephemera in it right here. And this is a card. This is actually a playing card. This is just a faux postcard. And I think that came from a paperback, really, a long time ago. I'm trying to use up stuff that I got 3 years ago, even. I have so much stuff that I didn't know what to do with. So here is just, isn't that just a nice, I love when people open up, they have these beautiful covers and they open up their journals, they make the show, and the rest of the journal just has this flow of beauty right through it. Now, I am that type of purchaser. Other people would prefer not to have all this stuff, keep it simple and just so they can journal through it. I would take this and I would either journal or journal and put pictures through it because I am just really into that right now. So I'm going to flip this page over, and this page has one of the letters from her kit, and this is actually from a page that is a collage. So the other part of this page has green and stuff on it. And I was going to show you some of her kits, but I have other things that came from this kit, but I wanted to show you something else. So isn't that awesome how it prints out and how she did a lovely job at shading and everything? And then here is just a couple other things that came from the part. And this one I thought was really interesting because it is actually from a this. And I looked up this person and I was really having a hard time because it's in different languages, but this is old too. And I have decided to part with one of them because I love photography. Not that I do that, I just love flowers and things like that. So I just rubbed it a little bit on the edges, and it's an actual collection from that gentleman there. I could find the publisher, but that was it. And then over here, I put a piece of vellum, and you'll see it's bent a little bit right here because of me trying to put a closure on this book, and I said, no, I'm not doing it. And I love this page. I love this page together when it lays flat. I mean, look at that. It's so pretty. Okay, am I still in here? Let me turn it this way. And then I'm going to flip through here, one of its Crafty Me laces. And then this is from Renee Bouquets, this nice, beautiful little wooden piece here. And this I used 3 colors of RIT to dye the paper this color. And this is just a gorgeous little applique. And I used rice-based paper in here. I believe it was rice or tracing paper and vellum. And this is one of my favorite pieces. I'm really thinking I'm getting, I've never been really a big fan of cream and black, but I have been so drawn to it lately. I just think it's lovely. This is another one from her kit. And then here's Edith Holden. And this is a little magnet you can take off if you don't like. And then I just stuck a really cute little piece here. It's with um, die cut, wood die cut. And here I just took some really pretty um, here, this is it. I just took this and I was gonna make a closure out of that, but I don't have enough of it. And I purchased um, some of these from Penny Redding on Facebook, and I decided to include it. Now, it does make the page a little heavy, so you'll want to take that out. And it is a hat pin or a lapel pin or a stick pin, whatever you want to call it, but they're beautiful. I started collecting them. I bought plenty of them, and now I'm going to start making them. And here, this is just a beautiful page too. Let me get it straight again. And this is a very delicate. It's not gonna rip or fall apart, but it is a very nice soft um, doily here. Now, what I did was I didn't want to just leave it plain, and it really had a hard time finding something that I wanted here. So what I did was I printed out one of her kits, some pieces of it, antique labels maybe, and I did it on fabric. And then I just sewed it on here. And then in the square behind here that the thread came through, I put another one here. They're just beautiful. They're vintage and beautiful. And there's another pretty flower. And then here is another piece of original ephemera. I will just tuck back in there. And this is from her labels kit. And then here is, I was doing doilies, which you'll see in here, and here's part of the with it peeled off the doily right here. It's white, and then I did it on 110 pound cardstock, so it would go through my printer really good. And it just turned out so pretty that I used it. I just used decorative scissors and used it in here without wasting it. And here is a vintage page from the book. And here's one of my favorite pieces of Esme's appliques. And I didn't skip, right? No. And we go forward. See, there's writing space throughout here. There's actually a lot of writing space throughout here. And so I'm really happy about that. Here's from her labels kit, and flip that over. This is a tuck, but it's a little loose, so I would probably put something here permanent or lightly gesso if I wanted to write here, or put decoupage or a picture. And then here is some decoupage here. She did a video to craft along with her, and it's titled something like "Come make little envelopes with me, like Lori Girl on the Ridge. And um, we had a lot of fun doing that together, even though she was on video. And so there they are. And I even left the top open on this one. I was going to stick something on in it, and I just didn't have time to find something really cute and that would fit there properly. And here is another one of her, I made a tag out of one of her collage digitals. It's so beautiful. And then this is an actual vintage letter from 1954. And I'm going to leave that right there. And then this is a flip up, and of course the pocket. And I asked Google contrasting, what is a contrasting color with the color in her dress? And it came up with navy blue, gray, mint green, and peach. So I already had kind of the mints in here, and I decided to put peach here, peachy pink here. And I then go, I don't know what to do with that. Like, I don't know, something all of a sudden happened. And I had this available. We've had this for a while because I had this die cut. It's one of the first ones we bought. And I just put it on there. And then I looked over and I'm like, wow, I wonder if that was, something I'd subconsciously did. Because here it matches this pattern here. So I thought that was neat. And then if you wanted to, you could actually glue the sides here and make a pocket, or you can just leave it as a flip. I would leave it as a flip, probably because of this mostly, but I have another one in here you'll see. Let me lay the book down. I hope y'all can see it good down here. This up, and um, you have a little file folder that has nothing in it. It's like brand new. And then I don't even know if this is a cigarette card or not, but it's the size of one. And then you bring it over, and here's one of her beautiful, can you guys see that? Let me move this over a bit. One of her beautiful images. This is the other girl that's part of the kit, of the Back in Time kit, and that I'm going to do a journal with. And I actually started it already. And then there's nothing in here, but it does flip out one more time. And I did add washi tape to add the flip here. And then here is just a pocket I made with another authentic vintage piece and just a piece of paper that you can write on back there. I wanted to keep it in there to stay. And then when you flip this over, we have a copy of a letter that I had in one of my books that I purchased. And then here's the original letter that I purchased from. I will stick the link below because I cannot remember by heart all of these people. And then this is another piece of ephemera that is just so cute. It was decoupage. Somebody sent it to me, and it's a nice sturdy piece of cardstock. And then here is a blank piece, and there is a poem on this side. And I just thought when I saw that this was so appropriate to put together because it was birds. And I said I was going to take this out so y'all can see. I'm going to leave this. It's pretty flat. So y'all can see. Oh, by the way, this also opens for writing. Almost missed that. So now flip this over and it's a flip. So this is another poem. And these are long. So if somebody wants to add something, a dangle, they can, or they can just cut it. Here is some die cuts I bought from the company. I have machines that can do all this, and sometimes it's just easier to purchase something when you see it. Like, a good deal. And here is, I love this page so much because I love bows. I just think they're so elegant and beautiful, and I make a lot of them. And I just took half of a flower like this one and put it here to try to, draw the page over. And it is a tuck. You can put something here if you choose. I'll take this apart because this is a piece of her ephemera. I would definitely want you guys to see. And my little itty bitty cute clip there. So if I can open this, here's a piece of fabric that you'll get, which is cleverly put over there for decoration, but you can use it for whatever you like. And then this is another piece of her music paper. And this other paper here, you have to see it. And this prints out so pretty that I don't have to do it myself. I love this. I will never, ever, ever dye paper again, truly, because of her. She does such wonderful work there. And then this was clipped with it. And this is one of her digitals too. Look how pretty that is. That's just so, so pretty. We're going to bring this over. And when this is clipped on and you flip it over, it just looks so nice together because this is part of the clip on this side. And this is a real vintage postcard, 1906. And has a little letter that you can kind of see. And then here is just a faux little cutout card from, or one of those kits that you buy the packs and they come in. And then this is I glued this down and forgot that I wanted to make it a tuck. So there's a little tiny bit of glue that I couldn't get on the back from the back of this here, but it still can be used. Okay, and then this here is an envelope, an extra long envelope that I cut off the rest of it and use as a pocket in the back. And you can use it's a floating pocket now. And I did this when I first started learning how to do decoupaging and little layering, things like that when I first started in crafting. I love this. This is so pretty. We got this from the state too, and I have more of them. This is a fabric pocket, and this fabric I love, and I put it here because the book's so fat, it'll flip over a little bit. And here is a glassine bag that I decoupaged, and I did this a while back too, and it was perfect with this book. This is one of four vintage dragonflies, and so I made this part of the book. This is one of her digitals. Again, I love the black and cream, so that's just staying the way it was. And flip this over, and you have more space here. There's a lot of writing space in this book. Here's some more. So I lightened up on putting so much fabric stuff back here. This is one of her and this is a label kit, I believe. Video. Cheryl Tallafuss, if I said her name right, she did a video of printing out on doilies, and she picked the best digitals or whatever she copied onto them. It was amazing. So I went and I did the same thing, and I just love. I mean, I'm just so impressed with this color and the print on it. It's just absolutely gorgeous. It's so deep. And then here's another one that is from her digitals back in time. All of them are from back in time. So the green. This is the other side of it. As you see, this was a collaged paper, so that's why it turned out like that. It's amazing. The other side of that doily. Here's another paper to do what you want with. And then I had to stick something in here. It felt like it was so blank back here. And so I love this. I took some of her paper and just folded it and sewed it. And then here is just some rice paper with some really pretty fabric and lace on top or trim. And this is from her wedding kit. And I grabbed this because it was cream and black, like the part of the theme going through here. And I did that because I'm known for doing stuff like this and making torn paper, but I didn't like the way the top was looking. So I just decided to put this in here instead. And that worked out good. Here's more room, more room. And then this is from the antiquarian book sticker book that a lot of us got off Amazon. And I just thought it went well with this book. And then it's not a sticker, it's the page that divides the stickers. And then this is just a cut apart out of one of those packs. And this, I believe, is hers too. So, and then this is the other end of that envelope that I cut in half. Okay, so you're wondering, how am I going to write in that book if I want to write in it? Well, here we have a writing board made out of one of my favorite parts of the digitals, which is the cream and black, and then the white, not the white, the green mints on the back. And it's really nice and sturdy. And then that's one pocket. And then the lace I made a pocket up front. And this is one of Sheila's pieces from Boho Daydreams. And it just went so perfect with this book. So I just stuck that in there. And so if you flip it back over to let's go to it doesn't take everything out. Show you how flat it goes. So I get everything out besides that. Let's go to, I'm trying to find the page that I was going. I've done this video a few times because I want to use something that actually has something on it. So when you do that, of course, this is going to be a little bumpy here, but it still makes it to where you can write on it. You just can't press hard on this area. But everything behind it, the pocket and the front and all that is not affecting it. So I just wanted you to know why a writing board is good to have. So that is the journal, and that will be in my Etsy store. Let me pick this out if I can. I'm going to set this aside here and put all that back together. And I wanted to share with you these. I thought these were so awesome. This is one of her kits, and they're sampler cards. She had sampler cards. She has some for, bigger pieces of fabric. She has some for, small. And I am going to do an Etsy stock with these. I mean, look at the back of some of these. Some of them have green and blue and pink on the back. They all have different designs. Some of them are blank to do your own design, or so you're not covering it up. And so let me just show you the few that my mother and I did. My mom did this one, and I did this one, and we stapled them so that you can undo the staple easily. And I can't remember who did this one. I know I added a couple of things. I added this because it was missing something. And then, and this is, so if you look at your journals and think about it, do you use yards of things? No, we use small pieces. And this is a beautiful applique. And there's even more behind these things. And I love this one. I used one of her, no, her doily, but I used a doily with her digital. Oops, let me put this down on it, and it has Esme's. A lot of these have something of Esme's in it, if not all. And then I put this here because it was so long, it needed something to go with it. And then here's this one. This is nice and plain. I think pearls would look good up here with this now that I'm looking at it. And this, they all have, and they go to the very top. We made sure that they were all at the very top of the page or where it folded, excuse me. And then here's some purples. I can't help but start decorating. I started decorating the tops of these. This was a plain one, so I took it in and I just um, put a random page, and I just wanted to show you that, like, oh, this came off like that too. Definitely put that one on better. I wonder how I had that on because I'm trying not to glue anything. I want it to be able to come off so whoever gets these can use them. And I'll fix them. But I wanted to show you that just like the doilies, you can print on these too, the blank ones like this. And then here is this one. I have so many more to do. You would not believe how many more I have to do. So these are going to be on sale, for sale in my Etsy shop. And then one of the things I want to show you is these are to do, you can do whatever you want with these, but the samples that she showed is to make samples of your inventory. So I thought that was really neat. And there's all different types of them, and the ones that she did with the long lace pieces, they're gorgeous. So these are the larger ones here, and they have all different colors. And so she shows many, many uh, types of ways to use them. So I just want to show you that she's versatile. It's not just digitals to go into your journal. She actually has stuff for us crafters to use to, uh, help us in our craft room stay organized. She helps you learn how to do, if you want to learn hand ribbon, making the flowers or the French knots and things like that. She shows you and she quickly shows you, and it makes so much sense that it made me want to get up and just go do it. And so I actually purchased some things off Amazon for it. I went in my room and found some things for it. So I'm really excited to be on her design team and to have to, like for me, if I'm on her design team, I want to feel for her. I want to kind of know, get a vibe for, what kind of digitals do I have coming and things like that. There's more than just printing out the paper and trying to use it for me. So, and because I pay attention to her channel very closely, I get these ideas from what she's doing and what she's sharing and what she's teaching because she's a fabulous teacher. So go check out Cheryl Tallafuss. I'm going to try to get her link and not forget to do that. And then I'm going, for the um, doily, I believe that Odulcina does give her credit too, and she might have done a video if I'm not mistaken. And so thank you so much. I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that you subscribe if you have watched this and you're not a subscriber yet. And once I reach that 500 mark, I will be doing a giveaway. All right. Well, thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of your day. You deserve it.